What's up, guys? Welcome to Slickbox, and we have a big fight tonight in the UK. We have Chris Eubank Jr. versus Liam Smith, and this is just a quick prediction video of how I think the fight might go. I saw the first fight, and I actually picked Chris Eubank to win the first fight. I just thought Chris Eubank had a bit more tools in the box than Liam Smith. I know Liam Smith's a world-class operator. He's fought around the world. I think he fought Canelo as well. So he's been in there with like the best of the best in the division. But I just thought that Chris Eubank had more variation in his skill set, more, and was probably a bit more fresher of the two. But I was surprised to see that it was the other way around. Liam Smith looked a lot more fresh. He was a lot more tidy. He had the typical British style, but it was working, like hands up, hands nice and tight, working off the lead hand, the jab, which is quite typical in most British fighters. When you see British fighters boxing, it's just working off the jab, nice and tidy, hands up. And Eubank came out very messy. I know that he had a trainer, Roy Jones Jr. in his corner. Roy Jones Jr. is a legend, right? And I felt like he was doing too much. Like Chris Eubank Jr. is a great fighter, but I think he's got a bit of like an identity issue with his style. I feel like his style, he hasn't solidified his style. Another guy that I think is quite similar is Anthony Joshua. I feel like Joshua is a bit the same, where he hasn't really chosen his style properly yet. Because every time they fight, it's like they're crossed in between styles, and that could be because they're switching from trainer to trainer, or they're trying to emulate another fighter style in the past, or whatever. It could be for whatever them kind of reasons. So when I saw the first fight, I saw Chris Eubank Jr. coming out, hands out, like just like Roy Jones, just that lead hand there, coming in with lead hooks and things of that nature. And it's very dangerous when you got like a fundamentally sound fighter in front of you who's just tidy, hands up, working off the lead hand and shooting the straight shots down the middle. It can be quite risky to box in that fashion. Chris Eubank Jr. is the more athletic of the two. I saw a video where Terence Crawford was on the phone to, I don't know if it was a video or I saw it on social media, where Terence Crawford was telling Eubank that you're the more athletic fighter of the two, just hands up and do your thing. And that's true. All he has to do is keep his hands up and be a bit more tidy, just like Liam Smith is, and use his variations to his advantage. So he has to literally start using his uppercuts. He's got beautiful uppercuts right up the middle, through the middle, but he's got to use them at the right time. He can't lead with an uppercut. He can't lead with a hook. Work off that lead hand, work off that jab. Take small half step backs when Liam Smith comes to you, because he likes to come forward on the front foot with his hands up. Start working them uppercuts, change angles and things of that nature, and just be tidy. If Eubank Jr. comes out tidy, I could see him winning it. I could see Eubank Jr. winning, maybe on decision or maybe even a late stoppage. But it just depends on how he comes into the fight mentally, because he's been beaten now by this man. And when you've been beaten by someone, especially in the fashion he got beaten in, it was pretty bad knockout that he suffered. So it just depends on his confidence levels. And I know he really does feel like his level's above Liam Smith. I can see it. I know fighters. I know when a fighter feels like they're better than someone and they shouldn't be losing to them. And I can see that in Chris Eubank, that he feels like he should not be losing to this guy. If he does lose to Liam Smith again, I can see Eubank Jr. hanging him up. It'd be unfortunate, but there wouldn't be much else for him, anywhere else for him to go. He might end up just becoming like a gatekeeper, or maybe fight Conor Benn maybe in a big UK fight kind of thing. But my pick for the fight is I'm probably leaning towards Liam Smith, to be honest. The first fight, I wouldn't have picked him at all. I would have thought Eubank Jr. would have stopped him late. But this fight, I do kind of lean towards Liam Smith, unless Eubank comes out with a style that he's comfortable in. That's the only thing. If Eubank Jr. comes out and he's got a style that he's comfortable in, then I would pick Eubank Jr. But for this fight, I'm picking Liam Smith. Might be wrong, but I think I'm right. Let's see. I'll do a reaction video once I watch the fight. And stay tuned. It's going to be a good fight. Peace.